Good evening. Yes, we've got some letters for you tonight. Panel's in there getting their makeup on. First letter tonight, a family friend saw her working as a stripper. That's okay, except she told us she was doing some modelling to put herself through uni. Second letter tonight, we've become so close, so very close, so very, very, very close that he's asked me for sex. And the third letter tonight, I've met this wonderful, gorgeous, intelligent girl. The only problem is she smokes. All this and more coming up in about 20 seconds when the panellists are in. We'll see you then. Don't go away.
Problem big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, cause baby it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
Yay! Woohoo! Yay! We're on. Good evening, everyone. Lovely to have your company. Welcome to Sweet and Sour. Gary Mitchell with you for the next half hour, together with a terrific lot of panellists. And here they are. First up, he's your mate. Hello, Lewis.
Oh, good evening, sir.
Looking very bright
You
tonight.
like this Versace number?
Not bad, not bad, mate.
Diamond Dance, 3 men. Oops. Great store.
Now listen, before we move on, what are you doing holding up some pills there?
This will revolutionise
And now you're holding
anyone
them
with rheumatoid arthritis. Analgesic port from BioRevise. Very good stuff.
But that's news because it's just come out.
It's on today, tonight, and it's brand new in tablet form.
Ooh.
It's great stuff. And fast acting, 3 hours, not 2 weeks, and no COX-2 inhibitors, so it won't mess up your tummy.
And apparently it works very well.
It works dandy. I'm taking one a day.
Why? What arthritis would you have?
In my daddy toe from soccer, and in my wrist here from when I used to
He's got a little bit.
do the plastering. You know.
Desi, have you got any arthritis?
No.
Of course
I
you
do
don't.
not.
You're only 21. What can you do about it?
21 and then some.
Welcome back.
Good to be back.
Nice to have you here. Desi used to run around the corridors here and be our assistant producer.
That's right. It was a little while ago, but it takes me back being back here.
How long ago?
5 years.
Oh, well, welcome back.
Thanks.
Nice to have you. Perrie's back with us. Hello.
Mitch.
Very colourful, as always.
Thanks.
Looking very, what did we say? Lucille Ball, the redhead and whatever. Thank you for coming in tonight.
Thank you very much.
You've
for
had a look at
having
the
me.
letters?
Yes.
In a word?
Quickly. Oh, thrilling.
Thrilling, okay, all right. Darryl, welcome to the show for the first time.
Thank you very much for having me.
Terrific to have you. Now, what have you got just next to us?
My new CD,
Because you are a...
it's a self-help brain training audio CD available at Amazon.
And we're not allowed to confuse people at home, but you're actually a
Linguistic.
Programming trainer, yes, I do.
Which is a self-help.
Train NLP, yes, that's right. Do a bit of coaching, bit of training.
When's your next session?
In May.
Oh,
In
May
May.
at Burswood, yes.
Have you got a
Burswood.
website?
So if you want
Lovely.
part-time hypnosis, NLPTC.com.
NLPTC.com.
NLP training and coaching, yep. .com, no .au.
Welcome to the
Easiest
show.
way. Thank you for having me.
Here we go, dear panellists. My daughter has just started university. Most parents would be proud, but I'm very concerned about it. She was never really a bright student, and I can't believe she was so readily accepted into her course. Which makes me ask, are university degrees worth anything today, and have standards fallen so low? But that's not the only thing. A family friend saw her working as a stripper in a club. I was so shocked because she told us that she was putting herself through uni by doing some modelling. Now I feel as if she's wasting her time and ruining her reputation as well. How can I talk sense to her, and is it my responsibility? Should I just turn a blind eye to the whole horrible mess that is her life? What type of individuals are universities pumping out into the workforce? It comes to us from Trudy of Wilson, Western Australia. Lewis, straight to you, sir. What's going on here?
Well, there's nothing going on. I think Trudy should just take
Chill
a little
out.
bit of time out and get to know her daughter a little bit better and encourage her. Because if she's getting into uni, she must have the smarts to get into uni. So, daughter of Trudy, don't listen to your mama, man.
She's not watching. Trudy's watching at the moment.
You never know. She could be copping a look. See, anyway.
Are universities dumbing down?
No.
You know of?
No, well, they are a business, so they are. But there is a selection criteria, and I've got mates that are still at uni, believe it or not, and they work very, very hard, man. To, you know what I mean?
You don't get through unless you do the work.
It's not like basketball in the States where they can fudge it for you.
Do you think she's selling her daughter short?
I think so. I think she needs to get to know her daughter and beat her up. I think she's living externally Mind you, if the daughter's going to uni, then the daughter can turn around and just say, "See you later, Mum. Got my own life happening." But Chris Rock said the #1 job in life is to keep your daughter off the pole. Do you know what I mean?
Her daughter's on the pole.
Her daughter's on the pole, but that's not such a bad thing because I've got friends that do that too. So,
Make her on the pole, you do on the doll.
I was so shocked because she told us she was putting herself through uni by doing some modelling.
Yeah.
Well, that's modelling, isn't it?
No, but I think you don't really need a degree to get by in life because I'm doing okay. I don't have a degree unless, of course, you can. Anyway, I'm getting lost. But it looks good on a resume.
What, stripping?
No, a degree.
The degree, sorry.
Looks good on a resume, but you don't really need a resume to get by as long as you got the smarts. You're laughing. I think she's just a bit disassociated from her family, and you should just take time to get to know your daughter a bit better. That's all.
Desi, what would make you put yourself through uni doing some stripping? Just the money?
Well, hopefully she's only doing it for the money, but I think that, like Lewis said, the mother should be really more supportive and proud of her daughter and not question her abilities. And it's a shame, but
Yeah, she doesn't think much of her daughter, does she?
She doesn't, let's admit it. And it's a shame, but unis are now like a business entity. They're all about making the profit. And if
Churning
it
out the
means
students.
they have to let in poor performing students to achieve the bottom line, that's what they're going to do, unfortunately.
Not necessarily a bad thing as long as the students actually perform and pass.
That's
She's
right.
performing.
Literally performing all the wrong way.
Okay, is it wrong? I mean, there are plenty of people out there trying to put themselves through uni, and she's just found an avenue that's, she's probably a glamorous looking, good looking lady, and, she'll be paid by people to take off her gear.
You also have to bear in mind, though, that the mother of that kid, she hasn't got a clue what she's going through, and how can she really know how thick or clever the kid is if she doesn't know what's going on?
Yeah, Trudy does seem to be a little bit detached from her daughter.
And can't Trudy suggest her daughter, do these other part-time jobs to make it through uni?
Yep.
Yeah, no, but see, the thing is, it's so easy to take your gear off and get a bucket load of dosh
So
per
quick
week
money, is that what you're
instead of serving tables, man, and doing all the, you know what I mean, just to get by.
Is it easy to take your gear off? I don't know whether it is.
It is fairly easy. I do it regularly.
No.
Family friend might catch you out.
A family friend, yeah, that's been known to happen. Perry, what's the deal here? What would make you take your clothes off for $1?
For $1?
Yeah.
Well, not $1, that's for sure.
How much are we talking here? Exactly.
Let me just check my wallet.
Well, first of all, I can understand why she wouldn't tell her mother that she's stripping. It's not, perhaps the most noble
Does any
of
stripper tell their
careers.
mother?
I know some do. Some parents are very proud of their daughter's achievements in exotic dancing, which is fine. I've been to some strip clubs and some burlesque clubs, and
Burlesque.
it's fantastic.
I was just writing burlesque down because that's,
Well, you wrote burl.
well, it's a half-hour show. I didn't have time to write the rest of it. But burlesque, a form of stripping, but not really. More about teasing.
Well, burlesque is a complete show of magic and performance and song and
Seduction.
dance.
Yeah,
But
at the end of the day, it's stripping.
But you never really see
It's
it.
glorified stripping.
It's a tease.
Yeah,
It's
it's much nicer, I think.
Yeah. Might she be doing that?
May I
Might
say-
she have a chap who's a family friend just say blatantly to
more
her
than a
mum,
friend.
I mean,
she's stripping.
many a home has been bought from disrobing. Lots of girls I know.
Dita Von Teese, rolling in it.
She also married Marilyn Manson, though. That,
Oh,
was,
yeah.
that helps, that helps.
Anything wrong with it then?
Look, if she's happy with the choice that she's made, personally, I think the mum should have a chat to her, Trudy, and, play a bigger role in her daughter's life. Maybe she,
The one who seems to be unhappy is the mum here. So, Darryl, bring you in on this one.
Mate, concerned about it? Yes. A bright student? I'd have to say, if you can't really believe that she was so readily accepted, is probably take a second look at your daughter, because there's obviously something there that can make her do work, that can make her achieve something. It's valued in society at some rate, and there are plenty of university degrees that could give her something less fortunate or more uninteresting that she could be studying. So maybe believe, Trudy, maybe believe a little bit more in the daughter. She was accepted, so good on her.
And she's no slacker. She's putting herself through uni and she's got a job.
She's
She doesn't
making
have to
them-
do any of those things, and some kids are actually sitting back doing nothing.
she's making the most of her youth.
May I give you
She's only going to have that young body once.
You may, in the remaining
an
10
example?
seconds,
I've
you
got 10
may.
seconds.
Young
I
body
used to
once.
work in pharmacy, and the thickest girl I've ever met in my life walked into the pharmacy, and now she's studying to be a pharmacist because she applied herself. And the belief in herself that she got as she grew and matured, and she utilized it and turned it into study, and now she can do whatever she wants.
Have a little bit more faith in your daughter, Trudy. When we come back, we're going to be talking about workplace relations or workplace multiple relations.
Cool.
Don't go away. We'll see you in about a minute. See you then.
I had to pull a mother.
Welcome back to the show. If you'd like to send us a letter, send it to the address that's appearing on your screen right now. There it is. It's letters at sweetandsour.net.au. It'll land here. Every letter that we like, we will read out and discuss with the panel. And for every letter that we do that, we're going to send you to the movies courtesy of the very lovely Natalie Cameron and NRC Communication. And the movie we're sending you to, there it is. It's Barney's Version. We've established starring
Dustin Hoffman and Paul Giamatti.
Oh, very good. Dear Mitch and guests, I'm good friends with this guy at work. We talk all the time and he confides in me. I've helped him work through a lot of his relationship stuff with his ex and his current girlfriend, and we've become quite close. We've become so close that he's asked me for sex. And I said I'd think about it. You see, there's this other guy that's interested in me, and I'm not sure I want to miss out on this second guy, but I think that maybe the first guy might be my soulmate. Would it be a mistake to sleep with the first guy? He does respect me. How else can I work out whether he's the one that's meant for me? And if the second guy finds out, do you think he'll go off me? And it comes to us from Jacinta of Kenmore in Queensland. And Perrie, I wonder if everybody in Kenmore of Queensland is as confused as Jacinta. What would you say to her?
Well, she sort of has a choice. She could be a homewrecker, or she could just go ahead and sleep with both, I guess. She sounds like she doesn't know what she wants, and it certainly doesn't sound like the first chap respects her at all. If someone respects you and wants to be with you, I think they might break off the first relationship to be with you.
What do you do? Do you select one and go for one? Do you try both, or do you try none?
Well, I would not be a homewrecker, and I wouldn't go sleeping with a guy who's with another woman, because that's disrespectful, and I'm a woman of honour, so I would not do that.
How do you know this? What does it say in that letter that makes you think that he's...
girlfriend.
His current girlfriend.
Okay, all right, okay.
The girlfriend is current.
Yeah, okay. It's not necessarily home-wrecking though, is it?
Well, I don't think it's appropriate to sleep with someone when they're in a relationship. I believe it's adultery, and I think there's a commandment about that.
Yeah, there is, but it might be that the current girlfriend's going to fade away the moment she goes, yeah, okay.
Well, you know, I think if he respects her and wants to, you know, be her soulmate and sex her up, then the honourable thing to do would be
all of those things in one hit?
Would be to end one relationship and as a sign to her.
So you would say wait for him to actually demonstrate that
not just
he's
like
worthy.
Sex. Because I don't think that's right.
How does it go again, just for the benefit of our viewers at home?
Yeah, just watch that.
Sex.
I like the first one better.
Yeah.
Which one did you like, Darryl?
Sex.
Look, I don't know. I have to be honest with you. I think that the current girlfriend situation is definitely an incongruency. If he's with a current girlfriend, the relationship's trying to work out, why would he be asking for sex with her? Soulmate or not, I mean, realistically, you've got to somehow act, in my opinion, with some congruency. I think that's a sure sign of low respect, or maybe even a test.
Who runs around asking for sex?
Obviously people with a current girlfriend, that's right. So,
is that what you do nowadays? You don't. He's obviously in a good relationship with this
great
woman
relationship
where he could actually say, how about we get it together too because we're great mates. But she's got the hots for the second one.
The second guy, yeah, maybe.
Is that good form to actually ask for sex? Doesn't it just happen in relationships?
He's not being very subtle, is he?
No.
Well, maybe he's got that sort of relationship where he doesn't have to be subtle. But in my experience, you really stuff up a good friendship when you take your mate to bed.
I'd have to agree with that. It's not going to go down too well, especially if that current girlfriend finds out, because we haven't even discussed her in the whole scenario. We haven't even discussed that current girlfriend or what her thoughts are or anything. She doesn't.
Desi, you're in this situation. What would happen? You're the girl that he's asking. So what would you do?
I would outright say no. And I must say, though, 2 words come to mind when I first heard about this situation.
2 words.
Booty call.
Oh, okay.
Let's be
Close,
honest.
close,
I
yeah.
think it sounds like the guy mentioned here clearly has relationship issues, as we've talked about. And I think he just wants Jacinta, I think he wants you to be one of his friends with benefits. You know, those people that, you know, you just kind of want sex from you and no strings attached. So I think you need to work out the situation, maybe go out with the second guy you've mentioned, because he could be your soulmate and that would just be a missed opportunity if you let him go.
Try, but don't buy.
Try but not buy.
Try. Just come on, Lewis. All right, mate.
Seal the deal for us, Lewis.
All right, check this out. Men are bastards and they're greedy, and as much rumpy-pumpy as possible, bring it on. So that's from the man's point of view. It's very honourable.
How did I know
It's very
you were gonna
honourable.
come up with something like that?
Well, you know, I personally don't like to get into anyone else's business, so I don't think you should jump ship until he's turfed the other cheeky babe, unless, of course, the other cheeky babe's into it, and, you know, it's happy families. You're laughing.
You're so articulate when it comes to
that's
these
not a
things.
reason.
Party.
That's, yeah. You can have your cake and eat it too. Check him out and give him a bone, see how you go, and if he's crap, move on to number 2. But if you want a clean sheet, just check out number 2 first, because it seems like this geezer's a bit busy anyway. Do you know what I mean? Check out number 2, feel him out. If he's cool, then laugh him. And if he's not cool, turf him. But it looks like you know what's going on. You know the guy. You're very close. You're giving him advice, so
Yeah.
you know you work it out. You should have a little inkling who's who. But if you're not sure, then shag the both of them and see which one's the best one, and go with that, man. That's what I would do. Laugh him.
Sleep with both.
He has a terrific turn of phrase. When we come back, she's promised him not to smoke, but he knows she still is. When we come back, don't go away.
Laughing.
Thank you, Sweet and Sour. After all these years of giving my friends and family unwanted advice, you're finally giving me the chance to give complete strangers unwanted advice.
Here we go, straight into the last letter. Hi, Mitch. I've met this great girl. She's gorgeous, intelligent, and fun to be with. The only problem I have with her is that she smokes. When I first met her, she told me she was a casual smoker and that she could easily give it up if she wanted to. But after a while, I noticed that it was much more than just casual smoking and that she smoked every chance she could get. When I told her I really hated smoking, she laughed and said she'd give it up just for me because she loved me so much. Well, 2 weeks down the track, which isn't a long time, but 2 weeks down the track, and I know for a fact she's still smoking. She may not be smoking in front of me, but I found the evidence in her bag and sometimes the smell on her clothes. How many chances should I give her? How do I get her to stop if she doesn't really want to? Does she even love me? Tim from Fullerton in South Australia. Despene, straight to you. Ever been a smoker?
Never.
Have you ever dated a smoker?
No, it's a deal breaker in my opinion.
Yeah, me too. Big
So
time.
you've never dated one either, no?
I have, but it's been a deal breaker. And usually they quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a tough nut when it comes to that sort of stuff.
So you're like the motivator behind them to quit.
Yeah. Stop smoking or you're goodbye.
Or it's
And they do.
over, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that Tim should understand, though, whether or not his girlfriend is actually smoking, that it doesn't reflect her love of you. Like, he seems to take this very personal. He kind of needs a bit of therapy himself, I think. And I think maybe smoking is probably his girlfriend's coping mechanism and how she's kind of dealing with other underlying issues in her life.
Did she set herself up for failure, though, by saying, you know, I'll quit because I love you so much? So he's married the two together because she's told him as much.
Yeah, it's almost kind of like blackmail in a way. Like, if you love me, you'll quit. It's, I don't know.
But she's delivered it.
She's delivered it, and
She's
he's
blackmailed
in this
herself.
false sense of security where he thinks that she's quitting and she's going behind his back. Like, that's not the good basis for a relationship. She doesn't even confide in him that she has this issue.
So would you say to him, deal breaker, quit, get rid of her if she doesn't quit?
No, I would say go and suggest to her, have an open discussion and say, look, why don't we try other ways, you know, for you to relax and unwind? Go to a yoga class, maybe meditation of some sort.
Very understanding.
You know, be supportive and maybe give her another chance.
How many chances do you give him, Lewis?
Is it? What, are you asking me?
I'm asking you,
I
sir.
thought I was last on this one. All right, check this out. Nicotine's addictive. Everybody knows that. Yeah, laughing. It's like crack cocaine, man. It's good. You all right? So, cool bananas. Number one. Number two. Takes longer than 2 weeks to stop smoking. I've tried millions of years. I even started smoking menthols, man, to stop smoking, and now I've been smoking menthols for 2 years. Anyway, is lucky to have found a girl that is gorgeous, intelligent, and fun to be with. I wish I could find one that has all those criteria. Now, the basis or the reason, we have to look for the reasons for him to not date a smoker. Is it because he's that concerned about their health and they're going to get cancer? Or is it because the smell, is it interfering with their...
Could be both.
Their budget?
Very
going out?
easily.
Why wouldn't you date a smoker?
For the reasons you just gave.
Which one? All of them?
All of them.
Yeah, are you really concerned about their health? You're going to die.
Of course.
Or
If you love them, you want them to be around forever
Is
with
it just
you.
that you stink and I can't stand
That's
the
a
smell?
turn off, big time,
All right,
because
so-
it goes through your clothes and your house.
So if they drink, is that okay? Anyway, I'm
moderation.
getting off
Everything in
subject. What I'm trying to
moderation.
say is, what is his main gripe? Is it the smell or is it the health issues? Also, he's not...
Hang on, okay, what happens
If it's the smell...
If it's the smell,
if it's the
he's
smell-
just being selfish.
Well, if the smell, she's being sneaky, mate. She's respecting that you don't like the smell and that, so she's going off and she's doing her thing, and then she's coming back.
If it's the health issue?
You know, not in front of him, which is, I think, if it's a health issue, then once you're into it, man, it's hard to break, and she's not going to go anywhere. But this geezer here is not 100% righteous himself, because he's a sneaky person. Because he's in her bag, man. He's checking out her bag. He's probably checking her text messages as well. So, you know, you're a bit dodgy yourself, Geese. You want to have a look at yourself as well, man. But as I said, I am a smoker. I hate the smell. It smells like shit.
But you can't stop.
Shit. Yeah, but I can't stop. And I will stop eventually, because Daz is going to help me with some NLP training, I think.
Speaking of which,
Nice
Daz,
segue.
yep, word on this one.
Listen, Tim, the one thing about smoking is that it always starts with relationships. Everyone vomits after their first cigarette. I did. I know that. I don't know if you guys do. I mean, we were talking
Same
before,
deal.
Mitch. And the other thing to say is, don't hate anything, mate. If you really hate smoking, you're going to be put off by a lot of things and a lot of people and a lot of occasions that gripe you. I mean, give this girl a chance. I do agree with Des on that one, and make it a limited chance. You know, smoking is not easy to give up. It is worse than the heroin and so on and so on. Give her 3-6 months and work with her, definitely.
3-6 months. How long would you give him, Perrie?
Well, I've actually been in a similar situation. I started dating a chap, found out he was a smoker, albeit casual, and he said, I'm going to give up. I'm going to give it up. It's easy. I'll give it up. And he was doing the sneak. I'd come outside to see him, and cigarette would get hidden behind the wall or something, and I'd rather someone was honest with me. Personally, smoking for me is like a sign of an addictive personality. I'm not a person with an addictive personality, and it's just not a thing I find attractive. I can't date a smoker.
So what would you do in this situation? She's told him that she'll quit, she hasn't, she's sneaking.
If he really hates smoking, then he shouldn't be dating a smoker.
Get rid of her.
Absolute. I like
Plenty of fish at the sea. Take your fish pills. We've got to disappear, but before we do that, we've got to give away a pair of limited edition sunglasses, courtesy of Alan Treves and Aussie Opticals. Did we like the first, the second, or the third letter? Third letter was the smoker. Second letter was multiple relations at work, and the first letter was the gorgeous girl who's the mum who's
Probably
got a
said
daughter.
gorgeous girl there.
It's a stripper. All right. Which one do we like, Lewis?
Number 2 deserves it because it's the most interesting, and if she's...
Daryl?
Oh.
No.
I'm definitely going to go with the stripper.
The stripper.
Mother of
Perrie?
the stripper. Mother
It's
of the
going to be the
stripper.
girl who's making more money on the pole than on the doll.
Stripper as well, and
Well, we have a tiebreaker because I go with letter 2 as well.
Yes.
nobody liked the smoker.
No, he's a
No.
dick.
Oh, I'm giving.
Sneaky.
I've got the deciding vote. Okay, I'll give it to the stripper. I'm a
I
bloke. What can I do? Coming out.
You're giving it to a mom, not the stripper.
Yeah.
Don't give
Was
it to
that
the
right?
mom.
I'll change my mind.
Pull it
No,
back.
I'm
Don't give
not
it to
changing my
number
mind.
2.
I'm not changing my mind. We've got to go. Good night, Lewis.
Good night, sir. Thank
Good
you very
night,
much.
Despene.
Good night.
Good night, Perrie.
Night, Mr.
Good night, Daryl.
Good night.
Thank all of our wonderful panellists. Thank our terrific crew, and thanks for having us at home tonight, Australia. Good night.
Farewell.
Yeah, I knew you should want to hold on to this break.